Ben, how do you see it? I mean, well, here's more of what Donald Trump said about trying to curb massacres like this. He said, it's a tough problem. There's no real solution. And it's been around for thousands of years. All of those are true. But again, in a leader, is that what you want to hear a leader say in a crisis?
Look, I think anyone that acts like a law could have been passed as a silver bullet to stop this guy is living in la land. I have been a victim of a gun crime where not one but two of the people with guns were both convicted felons. Every law in the book did not stop them from getting a gun illegally and using it to commit another crime. And they went to jail for it, and they're back out. And I'm sure they've gotten their hands on another illegal weapon at this point because they've done it 2 times before when they went to prison and got out. So when Donald Trump says, and anyone else says, we have a mental health issue, that's pretty obvious. But the big issue here is politicians think that somehow a gun control law can fix this. I am open to talking about mental health and saying if you are committed against your will, there should be some sort of period where you cannot purchase a weapon. But even Hillary Clinton yesterday, when she came out and called for more gun control, she said, well, we should at least have a waiting period after someone is a disgruntled employee and been fired. This guy was fired in February of 2013. So I would say to Hillary Clinton, do you want a 3-year waiting period for everyone that gets fired that may be upset during that moment? And I also will say this. When you're a psychopath and you wear a GoPro camera and you upload it to the internet and you're on this obsessive compulsive, I'm going to kill these people and it's because of a race war, there is not a law that is going to stop you from doing that, especially if your end game is ultimately you dying yourself the same day.
Yep.
So you can act like it would make us feel better, but the reality is there's nothing that could have stopped that individual yesterday. And here's one other thing. From what we understand, he was not a convicted felon. So he could go out and buy a gun legally, yet they're saying we need more gun control. We don't even know if they passed it, if it would have even applied to this individual.
Yes, look, everything that you're both saying is factually true, or much of it. But the point is that in times of crisis, we do look to our leaders to make us feel better. And so the tone is, maybe he's giving us a dose of reality, but it's nice to have somebody who say, we will solve this, we will fix this. I have confidence in the American people.
But coming out with a false, let's give everybody a hug and we're going to pass a law and make you feel better. Remember, more than 20 laws were broken at Columbine. Do you think that those 2 individuals that were willing to die for their cause, if we would have passed 2 random other laws or 5, would have somehow stopped that? I think what we have to focus on is where there's common ground. Yeah. I think many conservatives and liberals both agree on this. We can do something on mental health, but to say it's guns, we got to. That's where
it's the nexus
not
of
dealing
guns
with reality.
and mental health. It's the nexus of guns and mental health, and somehow keeping the guns out of those hands. And Donald Trump today, at least, didn't have an answer for that.